Hi, it's Matt in the kitchen. I'm here with my pressure cooker, and today I'm actually going to do a pressure cooker review slash intro to pressure cooking. So the pressure cooker I have now is a Salton pressure cooker. It's a stainless steel one. It's pretty typical for the electric pressure cookers. And I'll just run through some of the features. First thing is it has high and low pressure. So these are timers. Let me just plug it in so you can see it. So you can put it on high, and you just push it up and you get your high. You can reset it, or your low. You can put a delay if you want to start it later. If you want to turn off the high heat and the pressure, you can just put it in a warm setting or a slow cooker setting. So if you want to replace your slow cooker, you can do it with a pressure cooker. Most pressure cookers have that. Steam. If you've got a steaming basket, you can just put water in and steam vegetables or something like that. And brown, I use that for frying. So it's just puts it up nice and hot. But it's pretty simple. You push the setting you want or the time you want, start and stop. So very easy to use, very straightforward. Display is nice and bright. Really quite simple. It's really the basics of what you need in an electric pressure cooker. Now, moving on from there, you can see it's stainless steel. The top. Most pressure cookers are like this. You turn them and then you lock, open them, turn them to lock. Let's look at the bowl on the inside. Bowling on the inside is just a non-stick bowl. It's holding up pretty well. I use mine quite a bit and well over a year. I don't put it in the dishwasher. I think they say it's dishwasher safe. I don't really believe them. My last one lasted a bit over a year in the dishwasher before it went. This one, over a year, and it's holding up quite good. So the finish is pretty decent. The lids, again, you can see it's got the ridges that lock it in, and it's got a nice silicone sealing gasket. So this pops right out, pops right in under this wire, very easy to clean. It's got the pressure relief valve. It's got this locking pin. Now this is important. This locking pin, it sits down when it's open. As it heats up, the steam actually pushes it closed, and this locks this pin, which keeps the pressure cooker from unlocking. So when that comes up, it'll come up and it'll lock so that you can't unlock the pressure cooker when it's under pressure. To release pressure, it's with this assembly. So after over a year of heavy usage, it's worn off, but it's pretty simple. You lock it, you turn it down, comes up the pressure, open it up, it vents out. If you push it down and keep turning, you can take it apart for cleaning, which is very useful if you cook something very starchy that bubbles up in there. So overall, I'm quite happy with this pressure cooker. I did buy mine at Costco, but I did check prices, and I saw that it's actually cheaper on Amazon now. I think it's an excellent electric pressure cooker to start with. It's quite affordable, does the job well, and I use it all the time. Not just for my channel. I cook with it several times a week. It's just so much faster, so much more convenient, and it's off to the side. It's that real great product there. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description. Now, a few other things that I use that I consider pretty much essential for cooking with this pressure cooker. The first one is a silicone spatula. So I have 3 different ones. This is actually from my Blendtec. It's a 2-piece one. This is probably the best 2-piece spatula I have. It's nice, it's stiff, really good for the blender. But a lot of them, if you use them in pressure cookers and wash them all the time, they tend to separate there at the joint. I really don't like that. I much prefer the 1-piece ones that are coated top to bottom, completely encased. Really the way I like to have them. Now, of these two, this one's got it's got double ends and really nice shapes to get in there, but it's super flimsy. Really not good for cooking. This one, I like it a lot more. It's a little bit more of that standard shape, but it's a little bit thicker and it's a little bit stiffer, so it's really good for getting in there. Again, it's silicone, so it doesn't scratch the no-stick surface. Definitely don't use metal. You can use plastic or wood, but the silicone I think is the safest, and this is actually one of my favorite kitchen utensils. If you are going to use tongs to get in there, make sure they've got rubber ends or silicone ends on them. Again, the silicone ends, they're not going to scrape or anything. They work quite well. I'm a really big fan of these. I use them all the time. I use them on my barbecue. I've actually had these for several years. They're holding up quite well. Definitely recommend a pair of those for reaching in there so you don't do damage to the nonstick bowl. Next thing that I use quite a bit is a steamer. Now this one's plastic. They do make metal ones. If you have a again, if it's non-stick, you don't want to be putting anything metal in there, get the plastic one. It's a pretty standard design. It collapses in on itself and it's all interleaved so you can just collect the food in there. So just drop it in and do your steaming. I also use this as a separator if I'm cooking 2 dishes at the same time. I used it for, sometimes I use it for my meatloaf to hold that off the bottom, I think. So the other thing is a lot of them have a removable handle. Again, this is just a few dollars. So, removable handle. It's just a few dollars. Definitely recommend it. And the plastic keeps it from damaging your pressure cooker. This one's also nice. It's got soft little feet, so it doesn't even wear there. Really like that. The last thing that I use a lot, and it's really not even related to the pressure cooker that much, is a silicone cooking glove. So this oven mitt is silicone, which means it's completely waterproof, which is really good when you're working with the pressure cooker where you've got the hot steam. So just for safety, you can get cloth ones. I think the silicone one being waterproof is definitely the way to go. So that's it. If you are going to start pressure cooking and you want to follow my recipes, if you get these items, pressure cooker and a safe spatula, that gets you a long way. The steamer, the tongs, and the glove, those are really just nice to haves. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot a comment over or send me a message. I'd be glad to answer them for you. If you liked this video and found it useful, please be sure to hit that like button. I do appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel and check out some of my recipes to see how you can put one of these things to use. That's all for now. Bye.